Once that statement from the chairman has banned night operation for sting operations, it will be included in the standard operating procedure. As a compliance officer, you will ensure that every officer obeys that rule. Nobody will give directive for them to go for sting operation at night because it has become an operating procedure. So compliance will be strictly monitored. But since 2023 till now, we cannot even count how many night raids EFCC has gone. This is how they put the life of their officers at risk. Now, Aminu Salisu has paid that price for them. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Andy Media TV. Welcoming you once again on Trending Stories. A few days ago, there was a report that an EFCC official by name Salisu Aminu was killed when they were embarking on a sting operation in Awka in Anambra State. This incident happened at about 3 a.m. when they went to arrest an alleged internet fraudster by name Joshua Ikechukwu, and it was reported that the suspected fraudsters opened fire on the EFCC official. Unfortunately, Aminu Salisu was the first person who was entering into the apartment when the gunshot was fired, and he was alleged to be killed on the spot because the bullet hit him at a dangerous spot. And while this was happening, it was reported that Joshua Ikechukwu fired in self-defense, thinking that they were armed robbers. And this is because it seems like the EFCC official were not putting on, the required regalia and uniform that can identify them of who they are. So many don't blame, the shooter because they felt that these guys, stopped into his compound in disguise and they thought they were criminals, and that was why they fired the shot. Others said, oh, he would have known that these are EFCC officials, but the question remains: were they fully kitted? Were they putting on the required uniforms? Were they on the ID card and all those kind of stuff? So these are the things that investigations need to uncover for us to understand what the situation really is. The Nigerian Medical Association has issued a statement that the Joshua Ikechukwu who shot the EFCC official is not known to them as a medical doctor. This has kind of thrown up the whole stuff that they really need to identify who the person is, what he does for a living, and all those kind of things. But I think my major focus in this whole issue is on EFCC operation modus operandi. I have said this over and over again that the operation of EFCC is out of ordinary, and that is the honest truth about this situation. Anyway, before I proceed further on this, I want to use this opportunity to pray that the soul of Aminu Salusi, the EFCC official who was gunned down that night, rests in perfect peace. It's unfortunate that the family has lost him. And also there was a report that he's about to get married in a couple of weeks before the incident happened. And I don't know how the lady is supposed to marry is gonna take this whole thing and the family of the deceased, because this guy probably gonna be part of the breadwinner, if he's not even the sole breadwinner for his family, and now he's gone. We've lost him in this kind of careless raid, as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna pray for the family that God grant them, the fortitude to bear the irreparable loss. These are part of, the dangers that come with the work that we do. There are a lot of, risk, attached to every job, that we do. Well, I'm sending out my condolences also to, the EFCC, that may God give them the fortitude to bear this irreparable loss. And we do hope that the investigation we're going to uncover, what actually transpired that night, and be able to, sort out, the issues. All right, so if you are new to my channel, please go to the subscribe button and subscribe to my channel, and also put on your notifications so that when my next video comes up, you'll be able to be notified. All right, let's proceed and look at the EFCC operations. In 1st November 2023, the chairman of the EFCC, issued a statement banning sting operation at night. That was 2023. So my question is, if the EFCC chairman has banned night raid, let me use the word night raid, or sting operation at night since 2023, why are they in Anambra, in Awka, at 3 a.m.? The same thing they are banned. So they don't even obey and implement their own operations. I had, the EFCC spokesperson the other day, one of the, interviewers was asking him concerning the 27 EFCC official that was, fired. Why were their name not disclosed? He said it's their standard operating procedure, SOP. So if the EFCC chairman has issued, a statement that EFCC officials are banned from carrying out sting operation at night. That forms part of the SOP. Supposed to be part of the standard operating procedure for the compliance department to ensure that every officer in EFCC complies with that directive. But since then, 2023 till now, EFCC continued to embark on night raids, sting operation, both in hotels, both in people's home, anywhere, both in clubhouses. They go and raid the place, pick up people randomly, and then tag them, whatever they want to tag them, and take their mock shots and convict them and come and tell Nigerians they have convicted how many number of people. Now the fact remains that EFCC is violating their own operating procedure, as the case may be. So this is a careless death, as I may put it. It's a careless death. They just wasted that officer for nothing. The same raid you are doing at night can be done in the daytime. All right? Why do it at 2, 3 a.m., scaling people's fence, barging at people's house, breaking fence gates and breaking front doors just to go in the name of arresting a suspect? The person is a suspect. Now, let's be clear with all this scenario. Let me pick up just one agency here in the United States, how they operate and how EFCC is supposed to operate. FBI, for example. What FBI does is when they receive complaint or they are embarking on their own personal investigation, because you may receive complaint on something and you start investigation, or you on your own may begin to see alert and threats and here and there, and you start your own independent investigation and order. So when they do this, first thing they do is to identify a suspect, begin to investigate that suspect. It may take them years carrying out the investigation, connecting all the dots. By the time they have done all the investigation, connected all the dots, and fingered the culprit that this is the person, the next thing they do is file their documentation to the court and request for what? Arrest warrant. And the court will approve and give them the arrest warrant. With that arrest warrant, they can now proceed to arrest the suspect. And bear in mind, before they proceed to arrest a suspect, they already have all the information to nail the suspect in the court of law. So as soon as they are picking you, they are charging you to court. And with that court warrant that they have, warrant of arrest that they have, it empowers them. If you are complying with them, they do it amicably with you and pick you up. But if you don't want to comply, that warrant empowers them to forcefully gain entrance into your apartment and be able to pick you up. FBI cannot just dash into somebody's house without a warrant. They cannot do that because there is rules of engagement. When you do that without a warrant, you, the officer, will be prosecuted and probably getting rid of from the force. So everybody walks in line with the rule of engagement. But in EFCC system, that's out of it. They felt that they are EFCC, they can barge into anybody's house, they can do anything. The question is, on that day in Anambra State, at that Awka, that guy's residence, do they show any warrant that they have come to arrest him and there's a warrant from the court, placing the arrest of the guy? I doubt they do, because they are used to doing this kind of thing. I watched a video where they went to a hotel, barged into the hotel's room, and where the staff, sleep, those that work at night in the hotel, they have a kind of reserve room for them. With your shift is, you can go in and take a nap while the other person is covering. And they barged in, there was a lady. The kind slap that they gave this lady, the lady was sleeping on the bed, and then there was a hit on the door, and she got up to approach the door. They pushed the door open and gave her a dirty slap, kick her and push her on the bed, and the lady was terrified. That's how EFCC operate. I've seen the videos of where they go into clubs, they were hitting people with snooker stick, picking everybody in the club in the name that Yahoo boys are hosting party in the club. So everybody in that party is now tagged as a Yahoo person. They now pick people at random, hit people, push them in the bus and all that. I've seen a whole lot of video. Is there no system in our country anymore? That the other day I was watching another one where police were jumping fence, putting on face masks, putting on masks on their face, covering their face and jumping into people's compound through the fence and firing shots in the air. So is the force now used to intimidate the citizens? These are the things we really need to understand, because the way the system is going, nobody understands if our security agencies, in the EFCC included, has any rules of engagement. So putting the life of this guy at risk is the responsibility of the EFCC. They issued a ban on sting operation at night. When we are there in Awka, 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., is it not night? Why are they there? You want to arrest alleged internet fraudster, right? And you are going at that time. And the guy has a licensed gun. And I've said it in one of my videos. If what they are doing, raiding people at night, if it's in America, EFCC will be burying cops every day because virtually everybody has a gun. As you barging in, you'll be getting fired immediately on the head. So it's ridiculous. Here in US, every officer, first, if they come to your house, they don't have a warrant, they come to your house, they will press your bell or knock on your door. You approach the door, you speak to, you won't even open the door, you ask, who are you? Can you show your this? If you have your camera, they'll put it on the front of the camera, you see the badge and all this. And they will request that, can you allow them in? They will place a request. If you want to let them in, you said, okay, come in. That's when they can come in. When you say, no, you can't come into my house, it's a private property. And they will leave. No matter what they come for, they're going to leave. They can't barge into your house without your approval because it's a private property. So, but in Nigeria, you can be in your house eating food. Police will just break your door. They don't have a warrant. They have nothing. They just get into your house. That is what they have been doing, the EFCC. Let them produce the arrest warrant they have on that guy. Let them see. Let them provide it. And people can verify from the court who signed it. If they like, they can go and do another one and backdate it. That's the problem. But they should stop putting the life of their officers at risk. This is just one scenario. Imagine other people that may own a gun and they go there tomorrow and they get fired. So sting operation at night is deadly. Very deadly. The day they arrested a PD in the US, it was in the day. It was even aired live. We were watching it on TV. It was in the day. Why didn't they wait in the night to go? You don't need to wait in the night. The same person you are looking for is there in the day. Why not go and pick the person up? And most cases, they don't even conclude investigation. They don't even, do proper investigation before going to arrest somebody. That's why most of the cases are thrown out in court, because it's by sentiment. Or somebody who don't like somebody comes to EFCC and say, this person is a Yahoo boy, is a fraudster. Because he doesn't like you, he went there and label you a fraudster. And with that emotion, they jump to come and arrest you without doing proper investigation to verify and ascertain that, yes, this person is a fraudster and these are the dots we have connected, linking him to this fraud. That is the first thing you do. But they will arrest somebody, dump you in their cell or underground cell that they have, and then investigation will not continue. Or they will not write to the court to give them a warrant to detain you for another 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. FBI cannot do that. FBI will first do all the investigation, complete it clear, and have what they. That's why before you escape them in court, it's very difficult because they will painstakingly conduct proper investigation. You can see Hush Puppy. You see where he ended up. It took them years tracing Hush Puppy, all his moves, all his movement, whatever he was doing. They were tracking him until they got all the dots connected together, nailing Hush Puppy and his crew. And then they launched attack on that day with warrant. They arrived Dubai and then grabbed them all. And none of them escaped the court. All of them end up in prison. So that is what effective, will I call it policing or effective implementation of your mandate. That's exactly what it is. So that you can't lose in court. So that the person you have caught will be able to serve his term. They just go just to pick the person, and then the next thing, the mugshot will be there. But they fired 27 officers. Nobody knows them. Their name withheld, identity withheld. Nothing about them was released. They call it is their standard operating procedure that they are following. Once that statement from the chairman has banned night operation for sting operations, it will be included in the standard operating procedure. As a compliance officer, you will ensure that every officer obeys that rule. Nobody will give directive for them to go for sting operation at night because it has become an operating procedure. So compliance will be strictly monitored. But since 2023 till now, we cannot even count how many night raids EFCC has gone. This is how they put the life of their officers at risk. Now, Aminu Salisu has paid that price for them. He's been taken out. Who takes care of the family he's supporting? Who? Who does that for the family? A young guy who is planning his future, about to get married and settle down in the next couple of weeks, was cut short because of careless decisions from EFCC officers, top officials. The issue here is not about blaming anybody, but the issue remains that who fired shot thought they were criminals and fired the shot. If he has a good lawyer, he will go. He will walk free, and Salisu will die in vain. That's the truth. Because, assuming maybe he has CCTV camera and all that, And if he does, the camera will be brought out. You will see how they look that night. They may look like criminals, just like the SARS normally look on the road. You wouldn't know who is criminal and who is officer. And with that, and his gun has license. So what are you talking about? The guy will walk free. He will walk free because it's self-defense. He doesn't know who came into his compound. Was there any invitation for the guy to come to EFCC? And he declined? Was there a court warrant asking for his arrest? These are issues that's going to come out very soon. So we do look forward to see all this thing play out. And I hope EFCC has learned their lesson. Not just EFCC, including police, that I saw in one of the videos just a few days ago, scaling somebody's fence, electric fence, to enter into the compound of somebody. Why would you do all that? You don't need it. Get a warrant. If you get a warrant, tell the person, I have a warrant to search your home, I have a warrant to arrest you. Produce the warrant to them, pass it through their gate. They will read it and see, yes, this is a warrant from Federal High Court or whatever court, and then they will open the gate peacefully. But when they refuse to now open the gate after seeing the warrant, then if you can break the gate to enter, the law covers you for doing that. That's how it works. But no warrant, no nothing. You just came in because you have a gun, you put on a mask, come on, and you scale somebody's fence. That's crazy. After what happened in Awka, and they're still doing the same thing. The police are doing the same thing now. So we should be able to understand that, yes, we need to get criminals out of our streets. We agree with that. But there are procedures to get it done. Every security agency must comply with this procedure. One, it saves their own lives, not just about the citizens they're about to arrest, but their own lives. Imagine if this guy didn't go this night raid. They came in the day, fully dressed as an EFCC official. I don't think the guy will shoot them. He will not shoot. He will see them and know, oh, these are EFCC. Maybe he'll find a way to escape if he's guilty. If he's not guilty, he's going to open his door and receive them. They arrest him. He go there, he call his lawyer, and, the fireworks begins. All right? But coming in the night, and when there is high level of insecurity in the country, you don't blame him for firing the shots, because it's either you die first or they die first. That's what it is. They're having guns. He's having guns. So who shoots first is the person that will be alive. And that's what it is. So it's quite unfortunate that this incident happened, but I tag it to the carelessness of the EFCC management. And the chairman of EFCC, Olukayode, should take responsibility for this mess. You issued an instruction, a statement. It is online, all right? And then you are still there. People are operating night raids, countering what you told them, countering your statement. Is that leadership? So, EFCC chairman, you have to take the blame, you have to take the responsibility for this ugly incident. And you guys must set up fund to take care of the family this Salisu has left behind. Because doing that job for you, for EFCC, you must be playing significant role financially in the family. So EFCC, you have to fill that gap in one way or the other. It has to be taken care of. Now the lady is about to marry. That's how her case. She's back to square one. So when we make wrong choices and wrong decisions, it affects a whole lot of people. That's what we need to understand. So we should work towards, playing by the rules, doing what is right, because citizens can also, you can see, go on social media, everybody is speaking against EFCC, their modus operandi. That is the problem. Yaya Bello's case, you guys did it. Even when you came to arrest him, he's there. You couldn't, because you said, the governor was there. The incumbent governor is shielding him. You couldn't do anything. I can imagine if it's just a common Nigerian who was there and his friends are with him. You people will shoot everywhere down to pick the person. When you have a warrant from the court, warrant of arrest, that's when then the law is asking you, do whatever necessary to get this person. That's when you can go extra. But when you don't have a warrant, you have to be gentle. Talk to the person. They open door for you, you come in. If they didn't open door for you, you go back. You go get your warrant. You can't just be dealing with citizens as if they are animals, as if they don't have value. So as we do our job, we also recall that it's our duty to also protect the citizens. It's our duty, our primary responsibility to protect the citizens. If you go to social media and see what people are saying, it's not fair to EFCC. And they are saying the truth of what they have experienced. I saw Scales, the musician, the artist. He narrated his own experience. I saw another guy place a video how they broke his door and he was threatening. Next time they come here, you're gonna, and either he die or EFCC dies. These are people that have had ugly experiences of this EFCC sting operation at night. I've watched several videos and I've seen a lot of the kind things that they do to people when they come for this operation. And that's ridiculous. You can't try that abroad. You maltreat people, you don't follow the rules of engagement, you are fired and you will go to prison for that. They will charge you for assault, they will charge you for battery, they will charge you for all sorts of things. It doesn't care your position as a police officer or whoever officer you are going to jail for that. That's how it is, and that's why everybody play by the rules. We should learn to take human lives very important, and we should learn to respect others, irrespective of our job, irrespective of what we do, irrespective of how we want to do it. There should be rules of engagement, specifying what you are to do per time, specifying how to do things per time. Their SOP, standard operating system, supposed to be very clear on what happens in every circumstance. That's what it does. And the compliance department must ensure that every officer comply to these rules. Lately, there have been a lot of bad news coming out of EFCC officers stealing even from EFCC themselves. The 27 officers that were fired for fraudulent activity, 10 were detained because of some of their operating equipment were missing and whatever. So, I don't know. So the EFCC, you really need to clean yourself properly, purge yourself properly, and then come out refined. And let's see from your actions, from the activities that you do. Remember, when you do things properly and rightly and execute your mandate in the real way you should do it, you gain citizen support. The citizen gonna support you. The citizen gonna be there for you. The citizen gonna, encourage you to do more. All right? You are busy chasing fraudsters, chasing Yahoo boy, when those in government are stealing billions every year. Billions disappear. You do budget in trillions. There's nothing to show that budget was implemented. Is that not ridiculous? And you people are there. So is it only Yahoo boys that are doing all these things? No. The big fishes are there, living large in Asokoro, in Maitama, in Banana Island, buying all kinds of properties everywhere, both home and abroad. It's moving money out of Nigeria to other countries. I was reading one of their posts, the EFCC page the other day, how a Bureau de change officer was talking how he was, changing, dollars for, one government official, a governor or whatever. I was changing the dollars for him. The money, once allocation comes, they move it to him, you convert it to dollar for them, and so on and so forth. Where is EFCC? All these things are happening. So every year, all the ministers, commissioners, PAMSECs, directors in government offices, DGs of agencies, and all that, and all those government parastatals, put them under the radar. Put them under the radar. Track the money they get. National Assembly members, the constituency project money, put it under the radar and begin to track down what are they doing with all this money. How are their efforts benefiting the citizens? There are crude oil theft every day in the country. They steal the crude, sell the crude in ships, in batches, and the money is dumped here in Texas, in America. Go and ask the former special assistant to the president, senior special assistant to the president on asset recovery, Obla or Obono. Ask him. He was reached out to. The money is here about $60 billion. What is EFCC doing? Why can't people track that money? Get that money back. Nab those who are involved in those things, because they are top government officials in NMPCL and top government officials. There's another 9 billion sitting here as well to former one NSA. The videos are there. Go to YouTube page, Mike on podcast. It's there. He spoke with his mouth. They are there. But no, they won't track this one that the money will come and help the government. They are looking for Yahoo boys. Nobody is supporting Yahoo boys, so get them off the street. But there are other main important things as well. That's why we want people to focus. All this night raid, this, that, putting people at risk. It's unnecessary. Go in the day, dress properly, put on your regalia with your EFCC, with your badge, with everything. Anybody that's EFCC, well kitted, nobody will doubt the person. They will give you audience. But when you go night raid like a criminal, the people treat you as well like a criminal. And that's how Salisu died. How a security agent will be behaving like a criminal? Come here, you see officer, well kitted. Even when they are muffed, they must have their badge. Before they do anything, they will introduce themselves. I'm FBI, I am NIPD, I'm a LAPD. They will show badge before they start acting so that people will have confidence. Oh, security officer is here, even if he's on mufti. But in our client, no. They wear mufti, they will identify as police officer immediately. Until when you start asking, who are you? If he likes, he will not tell you he's a police officer. So here, you see officer name on the listen here, his number, everything is there. Clearly identified. He will kitted, gun, knife, phone, camera, everything. That's policing. The streets everywhere, cameras everywhere. So you can't deny. They pull up the camera, it shows everything. You can't deny. They brought money to put camera in Abuja. The money was stolen. Nothing happened. They did. Yeah, the few cameras they put, all stolen. The Lagos one, Lagos and Abuja, till today, those people who had that contract with the Chinese, company, till today, none was proved. None was nailed. None was in prison. $460 million or thereabouts. Gone down the drain. And the EFCC is existing. ICPC is existing. And those people, till date, 8 years of Buhari, I thought that they will investigate that until today. Nothing happened. These are money that belongs to Nigerian citizens. That is the reason you were even brought on board. To end financial crime, to end economic sabotage. But no, we focus on Yahoo. Easy, the easy apple. Then let them come up with concrete investigation to nail him. Not because he has shot their officer, they will find every necessary means to nail him. Let's be fair in our treatment to others. So I think EFCC to go do their job properly, do the investigation properly before they go for any arrest. And every sting operation at night must be banned. For you to enter anybody's home, you must have a court warrant demanding for the arrest of the person. It must be legal. You can't just treat people anyhow, including police, all security agencies, army, and you can't just barge into people's house. You must have warrant of arrest before you barge in to arrest somebody. This breaking of doors and windows and gates of people should stop. I've been hammering on this for years now until this incident happened. So may it not happen again. EFCC Chairman, take responsibility for this mess. You are the cause because you didn't implement your statement. You are the cause. So take responsibility and then get things right and take care of that family that have lost their son. So, fellow Nigerians, whatever you need to say on this issue, please feel free to go to the comment section and put in your comment, and I'm going to respond to that. And once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before leaving, and then put on your notifications so that when my next video drops, you'll be able to be notified. I thank you all for taking your time to watch and listen to this video, and I do hope that things are going to take a better turn from the lessons they must have learned from this incident. So I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Have a wonderful day ahead. I'm signing out. See you.